geldim. Şöyle devam edelim. Burada olan varsa kısa bir özet geçeceğim. Geçmişte yaptıklarımızla alakalı. Burada olan olmadığına göre Şanov buradaymış. Şimdi Şanov bir kasabada bir cinayet işleniyor. Bu kasabaya daha önceden 3 tane tarotçu gelip şerife diyor ki bu kasabada işte şu adındaki kişi ölecek diyor. Tamam mı? Bunu engel olmalıyız diyor. Şerif de inanmıyor. O kadın ölüyor. Şerif diyor ki tarotçulardan biri kesinlikle bunu cinayeti işledi diyor. Sen de herkesi tek tek şey yapıyorsun. Sorguluyorsun. Cinayeti çözmek için sen de bu kasabaya geliyorsun tabi. Ondan sonra herkesle tek tek konuşuyorsun. Ve aynı zamanda bir bedene girip mesela atıyorum diğer kişiyle konuşabiliyorsun. Şimdi Violet bu tarotçuların kaldığı pansiyonun sahibi. Brownie, Rain, Lexi bunlar tarotçular 3 kişi. Ondan sonra bir tane şerif var. Fotoğrafçı var. Bir de yeni ölecek bir kişi var. Şimdi biz burada tek tek konuşturduk herkesi ama bir sonuca da ulaşamadık. Şerif diyor ki kesin diyor bu tarotçular delil arıyoruz. Tarotçulardan biri diyor çünkü cinayeti biliyorlardı. Tarotçularla konuştuğunda tarotçular diyor ki biz tarot falı çekiyoruz. Böyle cinayetlerin olacağı yer bize tarot falı söylüyor. Biz de gidip onlara engel olmaya çalışıyoruz diyor. Bunu da diyor işte böyle ruhani şeyler öldürüyor bunları diyor. O yüzden diyor biz diyor zan altında kalıyoruz diyor. Ama herkes olabilir yani.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough.
Şimdi en son olarak da
Stay safe out there.
Tarot falcıları bir kişi daha ölecek dedi bize söyledi. Bak biz bunu da gördük diyor. Bu da öldürülecek diyor. Ama hala katilin kim olduğuna dair bir şey bulamadık. Diğerleri de karışık. Az çok tahmin var ama delil yok hiçbir şekilde yani.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Doors behind you.
Bu şerif. Tamam mı? Şerif de katil olabilir. Şimdi ne biliyoruz dediğinde aşırı yapamadık.
The suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromman Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Kızın bir sevgilisi var. Bir fotoğraflarını çeken eleman var. Ya biraz şimdi kompleks bir hale dönüştü.
There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Bu da kızın sevgilisi, ölen kızın. Bu Zek de fotoğrafçı.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Bu da şimdi adını verelim, öldürülecek kız diyor. Sıradaki ölüm bu olacak diyor.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August
Dur lan,
update.
saat ne ara oldu?
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Şimdi bir pansiyona gidip herkesi tek tek yeni bir konuşturalım.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up.
John Pop.
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. I'd remember her voice, but her face. It's very plain, isn't it?
Bu gacı da hayalet gibi sürekli insanı korkutucu şeyler yapıyor ya.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders.
Mercury bunların tarot baktığı şey, desteğin adı gibi bir şey.
For
Herhalde.
Lexi and Rain, to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
Ne yapayım ama evinde mi bekleyeyim?
Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Bu tarot falcılarından biriydi. Şimdi diğer tarot falcısına geçiyorum.
Honestly? You don't? Once they're caught, a few hours later they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Fal günahı var hafif.
No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know. So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng, a very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Ya şeyde tarot falcılarından biri de olabilir de. Ama ya söyledikleri şeye uyuşuyor yani. Ama gittikleri yerde tarot falı şuradan da yapıyor olabilir. Git bu isimdeki kişiyi öldür deyip bunlar da öldürmeye de geliyor olabilir. Sonuçta bunlar falcı amına koyayım.
It was weird. Zack thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam? That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about?
Şimdi bak. Bizde bedene oyunun karıştığı yer aslında şurada. Biz de bedene giriyoruz mesela. Ağzını yoklamaya çalışıyoruz ya. Onu diyorum ki normalde bu adam mı demişti yoksa ben mi dedirttirdim diye orada karışıyor işte. Orada zaten ipin ucunu kaçırdım ben. Şimdi ben birinin bedenine giriyorum. Diğeriyle konuşuyorum. Sonra kendim tekrar gidiyorum mesela onunla konuşuyorum. Normal kendimi sordum. Yoksa o adam mı onu söyledi? İyice olayları kendim de karmaklaştırdım anasını satayım. Bunu hiçbir bedene girmeden oynasam belki şimdiye kadar çözüldüydü.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. Who, what, Petrov's what? No. Should I? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Bu gacı da bizde yatmak istiyor. Şimdi burada bu soru şey olması lazım.
This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the Two of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Bu gacıyı götürebiliriz biz öyle de. Şimdi Sam olarak şeyleri konuşmuştuk. Amirle görüşsem.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he? How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
Zek'le görüşelim.
Don't get excited, detective. I did a criminology course. They make you buy the books.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Senden hoşlanmayan ölsün ya.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
İşte burada Violet Zek'e aşık. Zek de kızıllarla bayağı bir seviyor. Violet de kızıl. Ölen kız da kızıl. Bu da kızıl mesela biraz. Tamam mı? Hani Violet Zek'i kıskanıp bu şeyle takılmak. Five to Death'e döndü. Yok yok, sadece o şeye yürüyorum. O da konuşturmak için yürüyorum biraz ya, ne yapayım? Şimdi burayı konuşturduk. Tekrar odama gidip insanların içine gireceğim şimdi.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Şimdi Amir Dufont'a geçtik, tamam mı? Amir oluyorum şu an. Zek'le görüşeyim. Görüşmedi. Elish'le görüşeyim. Elish yerinde yok. Poe'yle görüşeyim.
Grave news indeed. No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her. And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Alice couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
Tamam, bu da yayını. Millet ölüyor.
I see. And that brand would be having an enormous ego that thinks they're too big to guest on our radio station. Understood. We won't ask again. Anyway, the radio calls me. If that's all.
Ya siktir git radyona hadi. Pansiyona gidelim şimdi.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Bunlar bir cinayet işlemişler daha önceden ama.
Did you tell her I was being compliant? No. Not anymore. Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills? Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet. Yes. Other girls, younger than me, Nobody I recognized. They all had red hair. Maybe if there's some kind of
Bitsin diye oynuyorum
film
Mehmet
studio
ya.
or something.
Ama kafamda da takılı kaldı yani bugün.
Look like this place.
Ortalık karışınca ulan ben niye bunu çözemedim? Salak mıyım izlenimi yarattı bende.
Crowded at the same time.
Ya bu bir şekilde bitecek. Film tadında oynuyoruz. Biraz polisiye film gibi oluyor. Şimdi buna bayılanlar da olur. Polisiyeyi severler mesela. İşte böyle ajanlık. Dedektiflik. Ama bizim gibi sadece dedektif Gadget oynayanlar, bilenler, izleyenler.
Well done, Chief. You've discovered Rain is my stage name. Please try and save Ellis. She's the one in danger, and we've already had one dead body on your watch. If you know about Hong Kong, then I don't have to tell you anything. It's all in that report that you've clearly read.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me. Anything for you, Chief?
Ha onu aldım ya. Bu seçmedim. Shapeshifting daha iyi olur diye. Şu pansiyon sahibine dönelim. Bu da ayrı bir
Hello,
gerizekalı.
I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Şu geçişleri hızlı yapsalarmış iyi olurmuş. Şimdi şöyle amirle görüşelim. Amir de zaten bunlar görüştü ama bir şey yoklayamayacağız. Zek'le görüşelim. Zek'le konuşmadı.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually. What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
Mehmetciğim iyi geceler. Bu oyun biraz yaptı. Diğer oyunlarımız var. O salgın. Şimdi 4 tane aldık ya bunlardan. Şunu bitirelim. Diğerlerine geçelim. Bakalım onlar nasıl olacak.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zack in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now? Amazing. I've got a lot going on at the moment, which hopefully I'll get through. And if I do, I'll come and see you at the guest house sometime. Okay?
Şimdi onlarla işte bakalım. Yavaş yavaş oynayacağız. Şunu bir bitirelim. Şimdi bunu bitirmeden de onlara geçmek olacak. Hepsini aldık yani böyle akşamları yavaş yavaş oynayalım diye. Bundan başladık. Çok methediyorlar diye. Nereden bileyim ben bu kadar kasvetli olsam hiç almazdım bile bu oyunu. Yemin ediyorum bana da kasvet çöktü ya oyundan. Ben işte diyorum ki, ama kesin seven bir kitle vardır yani. Tabii yavaş yavaş gidelim işte yayalım. Yoksa hepsini bir kere de bitirsek bir anlamı kalmayacak. Ya da bundan çıkıp ona gir, bundan çıkıp ona gir sürekli olacak yani. Şunu bir bitirelim. Ya beni de gerdi oyun aşırı bir var ya böyle yani böyle kasvetli bir oyun. Ona herkes katılıyorum yani.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Ama bir yere kadar da getirdik şimdi 3-5 oyun biter. Bitirmişler çünkü. Belki bu gece biter, belki yarın kesin biter ama. Çünkü çok uzun sürmemiş dediler bana. Random birini mi seçsek? Tek tek geçiyorum ki şeyleri atlamayayım diye. Sıralı gidiyorum yani. Bir konuşma bir konuşmadır diye. Çünkü belki bir konuşma kızın hayatını kurtarabilecekken şimdi öldürmeyelim kızı boş boşuna. Benim bize yanlayan kaç. Bannerlord öyle de oyunları sevmiyorum Mehmet ya. Şeyli. Ya bu oyunları da Five Tetes'in yapımcısıymış zaten bu oyunları yapan. Five Tetes gibi sararak ilerler diye şey yaptım ama sarmadı bizi pek. Ne oldu abi? Aa ben kamerayı şeyde unutmuşum oğlum. Niye söylemiyorsunuz? Siz seçimleri göremiyorsunuz ki oğlum. Bu oyunda kamerayı buraya almış. Bak hiç uyarmıyorsunuz ha. Okumuyoruz ki abi.
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage. Honestly, I don't know. All three of us should stick together, though, so there's no confusion over our alibis this time.
Bron, I thought about the whole restraining thing, and it's really hard to ask someone if they mind you tying them up for a while. I did a thing for Sam anyway. It might have helped. I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do? Good idea. I'll stay in my room, log in, and wait for you to give me the all clear. Then they'll know I'm not a suspect. You're the best.
Seçimler orada mıymış? Lan buna geçtikten sonra biz görüştük bunlarla bak. Görüştük herhalde değil mi? Pansiyona gideyim şimdi. Diğer kim var ona bakayım.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Oyunun müziğini kapatsak acaba? Parlaklık ses. Oğlum müziği kapatma da yok ki direkt sesi kapatıyor. Sesi kapatırsa oyun gider. Oyunun sesiyle şey müzik arkadaki kafa sikiyor ya.
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon. I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby. Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this? At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines, and I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
Enteresan. İyi gelmesin.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex? Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate. Strange, isn't it? Why would an alien decorate? Perhaps an alien that's not an alien? Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet. Using humans as decor. Well, because right now, I can't think of anything else that would help. The only tarot with real answers is Mercury. And Mercury asks the questions. So other than staring at it for the rest of the night, I'm out of ideas.
Bence bu adam. Bana şu ana kadar bir seçim de yaptırmadı. Hani katil şu mu diye falan bir seçim olmadı yani.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
Dur.
Alice, do you have the amethyst? Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for? Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Hayda. Bunun için hırsızlık mı yapıyor lan?
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die. Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started. Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
Oğlum bu... Ulan bunlar bununla sevgiliymiş ya. Bu pezevenk bir de dedektif olup gelip sorguladığında şey dedi. Çok iyi arkadaşız falan, benim evliyim, çocuğum var falan filan dedi bana.
I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever.
Ha siktir git, sen kimsin aman akım, bu kız sana pas atacak.
Will you marry me?
İşte evet dedirtiyorum ama Alice kusura bakma.
Al, I love you. You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel. Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her.
Sen az orospu çocuğu değilmişim be.
Another family destroyed. Another villainous father. No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
Vay şerefsiz köpek vay. Bunu var ya harbi mahvedeceksin. Psikolog Yağmur bizi takip etmiş de psikolog Yağmur'un takibi benim etkinlik alanıma niye düşmüyor? Öyle de bir şey var. Belki de onun belki de şey olmuştur. İnternete gitmiş olabilir Şanav'ın. Yok buradayım. Aman aman gitmesin. Oğlum siz olmasanız bu oyun nasıl çekilecek?
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Yok yok. Arada böyle korkutucu şeyler geliyor ama.
The game is up. I think you should leave town.
Ne?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house.
Hayda.
Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
Oba.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put two and two together. And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it? I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
Oğlum. Tamam şeye kadar gitmiş. Onu çözdük. Lan o çıktıktan sonra o mu öldürdü? Bu mu öldürdü? Baba. Tamam. Zek ya da Violet o zaman. Takip ettikten sonra seni çıktım. Ama başkası arada girip öldürmüş olamaz ama. Zaten buradaydım diyor. Yalan söylediği bariz açık bir şekilde belli. Zek'in olduğunu tahmin ettik de. Şu pezevenge bir daha girelim ya.
I'm Poe and this is your August update. August update.
Ne oluyor lan? Ses bir değişik geldi. Oğlum bu mu lan şey? Sesi gördün mü? Uzaylı sesi gibi geldi yalnız ha. Lan acaba...
John, I'm gonna be fine. On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why? You kissed me on the first day. Don't you remember? I was putting on my makeup and you came up behind me. I saw how you were watching me in the mirror. It made me feel alive.
Ulan sen de bu şeyden hoşlandıysa, bu karı bu adamdan hoşlandıysa yazıklar olsun
What
karıya
did I
da.
tell you about Dorota? Can't we talk about this another time? It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right. What's got into you, John? This is a side I haven't seen of you. I think you should go cool down.
Tüh, keşke sarılsaydım oğlum, böyle cevap vereceğini bilseydim sarılırdım ama. Oğlum Zeki ben tutuklayayım direkt. Zeki al.
I'm sorry, can I help you? It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid. No, not really.
Kimse kalmadı değil mi? Sem'e dönüyorum tekrar. Bunu buna dersek büyük ihtimal sıçırtırız. Bunu bildiğimizi öğrenmemesi lazım. Bunlarla konuşabiliyoruz mu? Victoria Change kim amına koyayım ya? Bak kız da ne kadar masum duruyor.
It's now
Sıradaki
10
kısma
o'clock.
geçeyim.
Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is
Şimdi diğer
almost
kısma
no
geçiyoruz.
chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me?
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are.
Ben evde kalırsam
It's
kim
almost 8 o'clock,
sorgulayacak
Sam.
oğlum?
When's it gonna be over? You said Brahman will call when it's safe. Should we call him now, or are we just supposed to wait? I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably gonna have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me. That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we gonna do?
Ben kimden şüpheleneceğim? Geldi kapıya dayandı amına koyayım. Katil geldi kapıda duruyor. Kimden şüpheleniyor diyor. Kim geldiyse ondan şüpheleneceğiz.
Alice, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your
Taşak mı geçiyor bu ya?
Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old
Yalan söylüyor lan bariz. Böyle bir şey olabilir mi?
closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has
Bence
sparked a
şurası
massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Şu an biz sıçtık. Öldü karı bence. Kurtaramadık yani. Orada başkasını göndersek de ölecekti. Biz gittik görelim diye.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
İpucu sence kim amirim? Yani siktirsin gitsin bu muydu? Bu bilse zaten kendi tutar yakalar siker arasını.
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Evet arkadaşlar geldik ipin koptuğu yere. Abi bak ilk oyuna girdiğimde tamam mı? Zaten iki tane net şansımız var. Bir Violet, diğeri de Zack, tamam mı? Violet ya da Zack. %1 milyon. Çünkü en son konuşmasında Violet Zack'e dedi ki Zack bize hep evdeyim dedi. Tamam. Violet da ben dedi dün geceyi hatırlamıyorum dedi ama ikisi de yalan. Zack Dorota'nın evine, yani Dorota ölen kız evine gidiyor. Violet da bunu takip ediyor. Burada ya Zack girdi, öldürdü, çıktı, ya da Zack çıktıktan sonra ya Zack'le Dorota sevişti. Violet girdi, bunu görünce kıskançlıktan öldürdü. Bunların ikisi de birbirinden psikopat. Bu arada bana takip edenlerin nicki gelmiyor. Şu an bir sıkıntı var. Kim takip ettiyse teşekkür ediyorum. Gene bizim şey çöktü yani. Gene yayın yöneticisi çöktü bizim. Niye gelmiyor anlamadım. Yenilenmiyor. O yüzden şöyle yapacağım bir saniye bunu görebilmek için. Şu an 2 tane seçim var. Ya Zeg ya Violet. Bunların ikisini de yani %50 %50. Umi Uvukumi. Uvukumi teşekkürler takibin için. Abi Streamlabs'tan açtım artık, ne yapayım? Ha yapalım, seçelim bir tanesini. Abi Violet çıkarsa da üzülürüm. Burada kimse Zack %80 falan Zack demek istiyorum. Çok cinayet kitapları falan da varmış ama Violet dersek. Şimdi bak, burada bir aşk cinayeti var. Kızıllardan hoşlanıyor kızıl ama ayin yapacak kadar. Mehmet, seçim yapıyoruz. Eğer katili bulamazsak biz öleceğiz. Nasıl? Müthiş değil mi? Yok, o ordunun oğusu. Diyarbakır'ın oğusuyla. Arkadaşlar Zack diyorum ya. Violet de çok... Ya Violet de çıkabilir, Zack de çıkabilir ya. İnfo alma Mehmet bir yerden. Yani bilerek şey yapmayalım. Biz kendimiz seçelim. Burada zaten bak çok düz mantık. Bak hikayeyi tekrar anlatıyorum. Violet da Zack de yalan söyledi. Tamam mı? Zack öldürülen kızın evine gidiyor. Violet da bunu giderken takip ediyor. Tamam mı? Ondan sonra Violet kızı yatakta yatarken buluyor. Zack'e suçlama yapıyor. Ama şöyle iki ihtimal var. Ya Zack o ölen kızın evine gitti, seviştiler, çıktı. Violet da kıskandı bunu görünce, kızı öldürdü. Ya da Zack gitti, harbiden kızı öldürüp çıktı. Yani burada Violet ya kıskançlıktan öldürdü ya da Zack gidip harbiden öldürdü. Orada işte muamma. Ama Violet öyle dedi. Oyun bitti falan dedi. Bence Zack diyorum ya. Hadi dedim.
Zack, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you pick the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Yanlış adamı seçtiysem tehlikedeyim. Oğlum Violet da çok... Ya zaten ben de oyuna girince ilk Violet dedim ama...
Sam, you asked for these earlier.
Öyle bir şey istemedim. Beni öldürmeye geldi.
Sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
Oğlum bu karıyı seçmedik. Bu karı bizi öldürecek ya. Galiba bu karıydı arkadaşlar. Geliyor. Geliyor arkadaşlar. Katil geliyor. Bizi öldürmeye geliyor arkadaşlar. Saklanın amına koyayım.
I'm sorry. That was in bad taste.
Sen misin lan yoksa?
Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
Senin şerefini sikeyim. Ödüm bokuma karıştı orospu çocuğu ya.
August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned.
Hepsi tek tek geliyor seçmediklerim.
Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Ne diyorsun amına koyayım ya? Bu geri zekalı bu da. Oğlum Violet.
Sam, you're awake.
Uyanmışsın mı?
I'm sorry, I am going to have to kill you.
Beni öldürmek zorunda mısın? Ulan ilk oyuna girdiğim daha ilk sahnede bu karı katil dedim ya. Net bu karı katil dedim.
Sorry, what was that? I can't quite understand you with all that tape over your mouth. But you know too much, Sam. And you're getting annoying.
Öldük arkadaşlar.
They had to kill those girls.
Kadın fantezisiyle öldük.
He loves me. Not them. So I've seen the pictures.
Dilim kıskançlıktan öldürmüş oğlum ya. Kadınlardan korkulur oğlum ya.
They're not marriage material. I'm marriage material.
Ben evlenirim, beni öldürme. Ben evlenirim, ben evlenirim, ben evlenirim.
Keep killing those little bitches until he wakes up.
Ya.
But in the meantime, I have to deal with you.
Bak yapma, bak yapma. Ben evlenirim seninle diyorum.
Sam? Who are you? You're Violet?
You're me. No.
Dur, ben mi dönüştüm şu an?
No, you can't be. No, it's not real. Unless I am actually going mad.
Lan yanlış seçim yaptım. Ben onun yerine geçeceğim sanıyorum. Direkt ben o oldum.
Are you real?
Bir daha seçtir. Hayır.
Am I real?
Dur bir dakika. Bir dakika.
Zach, I love him.
Ananın amını sikeyim.
Sam, this does not look good. All I've really got is your word because Violet's already dead. We'll need to wait for the prince to come back on the gun. Assuming yours aren't on it, then we'll take whatever you say. But still, Violet? I hope she really was the killer. Otherwise we still have one walking around.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. There's nothing you could have done about Violet. You lived, so you won. If life's a game, then staying alive is the ultimate prize. Don't forget that.
Sen de katil çık amına koydum. Ben de katil çıkmıyor. Bu ne oğlum ya? Vampir köylü mü oynuyoruz anlamadım ki.
It's not your fault. What could you have done differently?
Sam, I'm so glad you're here. When I heard, I got so scared. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Onu da öpeyim. Onu da öpeyim. Herkesi öpeyim.
Well, Sam, I didn't think... Well, this changes things.
Bunu da öpeyim.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Harbiden ha.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad that someone like you are around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Oğlum oyunda sevişmediğim insan kalmadı ya.
Sam, you win some.
Gel seni de öpeceğim.
You're still alive. So we'll call this a no-score draw. I'm gonna miss Violet. She was a good kid. It's just her prints on the gun. Well, her and Zach Weston's. That's a whole other story. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Ha siktir git, sen de ne demagoji yapıyorsun ya.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Bunu hayır dersek tekrar başa döndürecek ya. Değil mi?
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14. Debriefing 3204 Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Evet, bitirdik. Bu kasvetli oyun Allah kahretmesin bitti. Orada kimmiş kimi Şahane oynadık ya. Oğlum sen yok muydun? Gittin geldin mi? İki saattir izliyoruz Shadow'da. Anlayamadım ben onu. O ben başladığından beri anlayamadım. Oradaki son seçim Violet bana silah doğrulttuğunda ben sandım ki Violet'ın yerine yani silah tutan bene geçeceğim. Yani Violet'a geçeceğim. Ondan Violet'ı seçtim. Meğersem Vega buna tüküreyim ya. Meğersem yanlış seçim yapmışım. Zek'e dönüşsem o Violet'ı da kurtarırdım. Ama dediğim gibi Violet ilk oyuna girdim Violet dedim gene Violet çıktı. Şimdi arkadaşlar